Hello everybody and welcome to the Weekend Minipod. That's what I'm calling it this week. Last week we called it Review of the Week. And we haven't decided a name for this yet. The idea of the weekend one is that it's more current. We're recording this Friday night, so it's going to go out Saturday morning. Because we're going to have to do an awful lot of pre-records, we wanted to have a little one that was kind of more current. We could talk about what's going on this week and have a bit of interaction. So that's what this is. At the moment, like I say, we don't have a name for it. Last week's was Review of the Week. This week, we're going to call it Weekend Minipod. So if you've got any good ideas on what we could call this thing, then let us know. If you are the lucky winner of what we're going to call this, then you'll get sense of satisfaction. Not going to give a prize out. Before we get into what we've both been up to this week, Baz, I just want to say to everyone, keep listening, because at the end of this show, we have a massive announcement, and I mean a massive announcement. Okay, you're not going to want to miss that. I know that's a bit of a pain in the arse, and wait until the end. Look, if you haven't got time, just whiz to the end. I'll say it at the end. Right? You don't even need to listen to the rest of it. But at the end, I'm going to say a massive announcement, and it's really exciting. Okay, so if you've got time, listen to the rest of this podcast. It's only 20 minutes or so. If you haven't got time, just whiz to the end and find out what we're doing. First up, Baz. Well, let's have a chat about what we've been up to this week. So,
go on then.
Do you want to kick off? What have you been up to this week, mate?
Well, apart from the sale of the house falling through, which is a bit of a blow, because we've had to start tidying the house again, like it is for when you sell a house. We spoke about this just before we came on, and you said like, literally your house never looks as tidy as it does this is when you're trying to sell it. So other than having the smell of fresh bread in the house today, it looks like a show home.
So there is a downside and an upside to that, Baz. The downside is clearly you are unable to move house, which is a big downside. There is a little bit of an upside though. It's your house is lovely and clean.
It's annoying because, like, you know when you've sort of like started to get ready for something, and particularly like a house move is quite a big deal, and I hate moving. We're all sort of like should have been moving probably next week, but for some reason the people buying our house can't do it anymore, so they've dropped out. So we had to relist it and get some more people around the house today, which I fucking hate. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's letting strangers into your home. I'm not a fan.
Anybody watching this wants to buy my house, just give us a shout.
There you go, and that's the beauty, Baz, of the Weekend Minipod, is that this is going out tomorrow. So your house is still for sale. Whereas if we recorded this like we do with the other ones, or we had this conversation at the start of the main podcast, then it might be weeks. Your house might have sold already. So if anyone wants to buy Baz's house, get in touch. It's reasonably priced, and it's in Bedford, United Kingdom.
It's cheap. That was the other thing. We had some house clearance people come around to collect some of the stuff that we were going to get taken away before. Had we moved anyway, and the guy that came round to collect stuff just as he was leaving went, "Oh, I like your reels, Baz," and I was like, "Oh, I've been recognised in my own house."
Oh, Baz, that means that somebody off the internet knows where you live. That's not a good thing.
Well, we're moving, hopefully, so it will make a lot of difference. What have you been up to?
Well, the first thing that I wanted to talk about that I've been up to this week is I basically sold my soul to just for cash. I did an advert for an app this week. And I did the advert, and then I sent it off, and then I thought I should probably have checked what that app was.
Okay.
So I subsequently checked it, and it was for one of those slot machine apps. It's not a real one that you bet money on. It's just a game.
Okay.
I mean, like you can buy coins and stuff through in-app purchases and stuff, but it's not a proper gambling app. Anyway, so yeah, they got in touch and said they wanted me to do it, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'll do anything for cash, me. And they said, oh, can you wear this outfit? So they sent me a picture of the outfit. Because basically the reason they were coming to, because I'm based in Ireland, it's for a St. Patrick's Day promotion. They said, can you do it? I was like, yeah, no problem. They said, can you wear this outfit?
Was it the red shirt and the velvet jacket?
It wasn't the red shirt, Baz.
No.
They screenshot one of my TikToks and said, "Can you wear this outfit?" That TikTok, Baz, was from Christmas Day. I was wearing a Christmas jumper. And I sent them that message back and said, "Are you sure? Because that's a Christmas jumper." And they went, "Yep." So, anyway. So, it was just a lot of me talking to camera, seeming enthusiastic about this. But I want to play you a video, Baz.
Go on.
I just kind of, partway through, I just thought, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Could you just hear the cha-ching?
Yeah, the answer was money, obviously, but yeah, I want to play you this video, Baz, that I recorded after I'd finished making this advert, which kind of sums up how I was feeling after I'd done this advert. Okay.
Oh, look at you!
Hey, I told you I was wearing a Christmas jumper. Fuck knows why, but there you go, Christmas jumper.
What's that around your neck? You look like you're sort of part nut, part vicar.
That's my massive 70s bow tie, Baz.
Oh.
Right, let me play you the actual video, and this sums up my feelings after doing this advert.
My name's Mike, and I don't have a proper job. So right now, I'm recommending an app I've never heard of for a Chinese company just for the sake of some money. I'm fronting their St. Patrick's Day campaign in a Christmas jumper. Currently, I'm thinking that OnlyFans would give me more self-respect.
Brilliant.
So if anyone else wants me to advertise for shit I don't have a clue about, then yeah. If as long as the price is right, I'm easy. I'll do it.
Yeah, obviously it'd be nice if it was something to do with Christmas to get you to dress up like that again.
I've no idea why they wanted the Christmas jumper, but they have got the rights to use it for the next 12 months. So I suspect they're going to roll it out at Christmas as well. Look, I just love the fact that at some point, I really hope that at some point one of my kids is on a game, and one of those like adverts that comes up in the middle of a game pisses you off comes up, and it's my face.
Well, if you are watching this at some point during the year and not like when it goes out on the day after today, please let us know, because I want to see if anybody actually sees you.
Yeah, let us know if you've seen my face doing that stupid advert,
selling shit that you don't believe in.
No, look, I subsequently looked at the app, and it's a decent enough app. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm pretending. I'm doing another one tomorrow for an app that helps you manage your money and stuff. So it's an actual good app, and it's an actual. I feel more. I feel better about myself for doing that one.
You're going to be the new Martin Lewis.
Yeah. Well, it is that sort of thing. It like cancels subscriptions you didn't know you had, and it renegotiates bills. And fucking, I'm not advertising now. I need to shut up. I'm not being paid to say it now. That's for tomorrow.
Sponsor the podcast. Come on.
Oh, we are still looking for sponsors for the podcast, though, to be fair.
And we both will sell our souls, so there you go.
Oh, absolutely. Did you say sell our souls? I'm not selling my arsehole.
Well, yeah, I mean, not unless you're in a car park and getting battered by a paddle.
This is going out. This is going out Saturday morning. We need to remember that. Like, we need to remember this is going out Saturday morning. But we're in real life. This is Friday night, and we've had a few drinks. So we need to try and remember that people might be eating the breakfast. They don't want to hear about stuff like that when they're having the breakfast.
I was just thinking the same thing. When I got up to something last night, I went to see a production at a local theatre of a friend of mine who is an actor and also a wrestler. And so these guys have done a production of a...
Is it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
It is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Wow!
So basically what they've done is they've done a play which is about Norse mythology, but they've melded it together with wrestling. So everybody who's in it is a professional wrestler and an actor. They're all wearing really cool outfits, and yeah, so all the fight scenes are wrestling reenactments, and it's brilliant. And it's a really close thing. They actually perform it on basically the same stage floor that wrestling do. So every time they do a bump, it's hugely loud. And and it's really dynamic. It's really, really noisy. Yeah, and it's called Mythos Ragnarok. And it's I'd recommend if you get a chance to go and see it. Go and see it. It's brilliant.
Where's it on, Baz?
Well, it was on Bedford last night, but it's in Northampton coming up.
Is it touring round?
Yeah. It's usually in a place in London where they usually perform it. They've just got back from the Edinburgh Festival, so they're just touring a few. So it's in Northampton. It's going to be in Leicester. And yeah, well, look, we could put a link if people want to have a look at it. But yeah,
brilliant. That's great.
Yeah, it's really
and do you know what? It's the first time wrestlers have ever admitted that it's all fucking acting.
Yes, well, that's the thing.
Well, the other thing that I got up to today, Baz, was I went on my... every couple of months I go on the shittest booze cruise in the world ever. And the reason for that is, if you didn't know, that Ireland, where I live, has minimum alcohol pricing.
Explain what that is again, for the people that don't understand what that means.
Basically, it's just in order to reduce the amount of alcohol and improve the health of the nation, they set a minimum price per unit of alcohol. So ultimately, it doesn't affect any of the prices in the pubs. It doesn't. It just affects like cheap beer, pretty much.
Right.
Because spirits are all of a certain price anyway. It's just put the price of beer up. But I live 25 minutes away from the border with Northern Ireland, which is in the UK and doesn't have minimum alcohol pricing. So I just drive 20-odd minutes down the road and fill my car up. But here's an indication, Baz, of the difference in price between here and 25 minutes down the road. If I was to buy 30 cans of beer here, 30 cans would cost me roughly €60, which is about 50 sterling, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 50 to 55 sterling. Okay. I today in Asda in Northern Ireland, I spent £59 sterling. So I spent the same amount that would have got me 30 cans of beer here, and I got 30 cans of beer, 3 bottles of Prosecco, a bacon butty, a sausage butty, a golf shirt, and 3 multi-pack bags of crisps.
Wow.
For the same price as 30. So, I mean, that just shows, it illustrates the difference in price in the booze. It's just... So I'm full. The fridge is full now, Baz. I've got 30 cans. So I know we've got quite a few podcasts to record. So I'm fully stocked. I've got 30 cans. I've got bottles of Prosecco. I'm set now. And while we're on it, actually, I would need to say thank you to a couple of people for buying us a drink. If you want to buy us a drink and help support the cost of the podcast, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/mildlypod.
Nice.
As 2 people did. The first person I'm going to go to was Sherry Young. Now, Sherry Young said some wonderful and beautiful things about our show on Facebook this week. I'll read what she wrote when she bought us a drink first. She says, "I've only ever listened to one podcast, brackets, a true crime pod, before Mildly Controversial. Now I'm hooked on you guys. I listen every day. I never would have found out about your show had it not been for watching Baz's mesmerising reels." Fucking hell. And again. Everyone's always banging on about Baz and his magic. "Wishing you both continued success. Rock on and have a drink on me." So Sherry bought us 2 drinks, which it's nominal drinks. So Sherry donated £10.
Oh, bless you.
To the funding of the podcast, which got me loads of booze because I went and got the cheap stuff. So the second person we need to thank also bought us 2 drinks, and I'm going to have to try and they didn't put the name in, but I want to mention a little bit about their email address so they know we're thanking them, but not give enough of their email address that people start to email them. Okay,
right, okay.
So if your email address, if you donated money to the ongoing costs of the podcast by buying us a drink on buymeacoffee.com/mildlypod, and your email address contains the word food and Clyde, then thank you very much. I don't know what your name is, but thank you.
It sounds like a Scottish chef.
It does. But yeah, I don't know. If you are a Scottish chef, then thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much anyway, whether you're a Scottish chef or not.
Yeah, but that's more important.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a bit disappointed, though, that in your booze run you didn't get any rum.
No, Baz. I would have done if you were here.
Yeah, okay.
One thing that we got asked this week, Baz, is we were asked a question. So let's answer the question. We were asked. So we got a question from Deirdre Hasty Martin.
Well, that's a name.
Hasty's not in quotes like it's her nickname.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She's not called Deirdre Martin and she's Hasty.
In a hurry.
It's hyphenated, Hasty Martin. Deirdre's put, loved the one from last Saturday. Listened as I was driving to watch my grandson wrestle in state championship.
Oh.
He came in 6th, by the way. So congratulations to Deirdre's grandson for coming 6th in the state championship wrestling. Brings me to my question for you guys. What sports did you play as kids or young adults?
Weirdly enough, people always assume that I'm good at sport. I mean, I'm absolutely shocking at football. Never any good at it. I was always in goal because that's the place where you can use your hands, right? Wasn't bad at rugby, although the level I got to, I was absolutely shit because I was the smallest one at the time. I was always played the hooker in the scrum. Woeful at that when I came up against anybody who could scrum. What I was really good at though was trampolining, like properly quite good at trampolining. So yeah, I ended up representing the county, and I was told that if I'd carried on, the way I was going, I could have perhaps been sort of part of the GB setup. And this is when I was about 14 or 15. But then I discovered beer and alcohol. Oh, sorry, beer and ladies, like you do at that certain age. And
14.
Yes, well,
that's the Bedford way.
Yeah, it's where. But yeah, and that kind of scuppered my trampolining career. So that was it.
I was never very good at any sports, to be honest. I was into watching. I don't know why. Thinking back, I don't know why I never played football. I was into watching it.
Yeah, you're a massive football fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a huge football fan. I've been watching football live, like going to matches since I was 4. So I don't know why I never got into playing it, but I didn't until later in life. Just like kind of late 20s, I started playing 5-a-side with my mates and that. But I kind of look back now and wish I'd got into football more because I love watching it and I love playing it now. But I'm pretty shit because I didn't start playing until I was 28, whereas I'm playing against people on the 5-a-side pitch who were playing since they were about 4.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have got into it in a bigger way.
It just dawned on me there was a few sports that I really liked and still like today that I couldn't have possibly got involved in. So one of the weirdest things ever is I've never skied on snow, never been abroad to ski. I've been on dry slopes for a bit of fun. But I was massively, massively, massively into ski jumping at one point in my life.
Watching it, not doing it.
Yeah. But literally knew absolutely everything about it, who was in it. I knew all the hills that people were jumping on and the records. I used to, between Christmas and New Year's, there's it's called the 4 Hills Challenge. Right. I used to just literally watch that for 4 days running solidly.
Was this when you were very young?
No. I liked it when I was younger, but it wasn't until later on that I started watching it on telly that I was like, oh, I love this sport. It's just one of those things. You'd think
is this because Eddie Edwards is a local celebrity to you?
It might well have been, but it was just one of those really weird things. Is there any sport that you've ever really got into that you could never have been involved in?
Saying you could never get involved in, Eddie Edwards will come round to your house and slap you in the face for that lack of belief in yourself, Baz. If you wanted to be a ski jumper, you could have been a ski jumper. Baz, you'd have been better off at ski jump than high jump for a start. So, yes. Do you know what I mean?
Or long jump.
Yeah, exactly. With your little legs. I did try my hand at kabaddi.
Did you really?
No, did I fuck?
I'm almost 100% sure that it was a kabaddi league around Bedford at some point.
Well, ethnic, in terms of the ethnic mix of the area, that would make sense.
Yeah,
that's definitely an okay thing to say, isn't it? That's definitely yes, it is.
Plus, you live in Ireland, so no one's going to find you anyway. So
yeah, exactly. I am very careful not to narrow down my location any closer than the county, and if you think the county that I live in is narrowing it down too much, the county I live in is the size of Greater London.
Yeah.
So,
and there's only 5 people
nothing. In it. Just there's 190,000 people in the county, and the county's the size of Greater London. So, good luck finding me.
It'd be quicker to go house to house in London than try and find your house, wouldn't it?
Right. Okay, Baz. That's us. That's us caught up for the week.
Yeah, lovely.
Have a good week, and I will see you next week.
Are you not doing a big announcement?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
I just thought...
This is going to take me ages to edit. I'm going to have to do it all in loads of order. I've just finished there. And, right. Normally, this little one doesn't take long to edit, but this is going to take ages because I keep getting bits wrong and I'm going to have to chop it all together and put it into the right order. Anyway, I'm going to make a big announcement now, Baz.
Go on.
And pretend that I didn't fuck up and end the podcast without the big announcement. So I'm going to do it now and then edit it into a place where it's going to look seamless.
I'll try and look shocked.
So, all that remains now is to tell you about our big announcement. Now, the big announcement is that our podcast is 2 years old on March the 12th. Okay? We are going to celebrate in a very special way. We are going to celebrate by having a live birthday party on Facebook. Okay? We want you to join us on March the 12th. It's going to be at 9 p.m. UK time. And which work out what time that is wherever you are in the, we did it at 9 p.m. because we record a lot of our stuff at 9 p.m. But that also gives a lot of opportunity for all you lot in the States to come and join us because that'll be kind of early afternoon in the States. I've just realised we've got some people listening in Singapore. They're going to be fucked. They're going to have to wait. They're going to have to stay up until the early hours of the morning. But
they're already being confused by your Christmas jumper, not knowing what point in time it is as well. So
that's a very good point. But you've also got the ones in Australia and New Zealand. That'll be early morning.
Yeah.
But it'll be Monday, March the 13th. Anyway, fucking hell, work it out yourself, right? It's March the 12th, 9 p.m. in the UK. Google whatever time that is wherever you live.
Yeah, set an alarm wherever you are.
Yeah, exactly. So, but please come and join us because it's your opportunity to interact. So we will, you'll be able to chat with us in the chat box and things like that. And we will have some big birthday surprises, and it's a great opportunity to chat to you lot who, this usually is a very one-way thing. Me and Baz chat shit to you, you go, that's funny, and maybe type something into the internet. But we will be able to have a two-way conversation on March the 12th, 9 p.m. UK time for our live birthday party where the Mildly Controversial podcast is 2 years old. How about that?
It'd be quite good because you and I used to go live quite a lot on TikTok, so we're quite good at doing lives. What will be weird though is the fact that we haven't done one for ages.
We haven't done a live one for ages, Baz, but 2 years ago when we started on March the 12th, 2021, they were all live when we first started. And if you want to see a clip of our first ever podcast, which is fucking horrendous, by the way, then tune in on March the 12th at 9 p.m. on the Facebook page, because I'll show you a clip of what this used to look like, and it's horrendous, by the way. So, anyway, thanks everyone for listening to this one. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to download the latest episode on all your audio platforms, and please help us to promote the podcast by liking it, sharing it, tell everybody you know about it, and also go and buy us a drink at buymeacoffee.com/mildlypod. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again next time.
Yeah, buy my house.